For this semester's orientation, we're going to take an approach that's very similar to what you get when you buy a new piece of hardware, like a printer or a new computer. You know, when you open that brand new box and you look inside, right on top, there's usually a quick start menu, kind of a jump start right out of the box, how to get going the quickest way possible. We know that eventually you'll read all the instructions, so to manufacturers, but right now we want to let you get into the most important things. And naturally for students, the most important thing is, what is my classroom going to look like? So we're going to go up here to http:// my.gwu.edu, and we're going to go down here and we're going to click on Blackboard. And this is going to put us into a Blackboard login. Now, because I'm doing an instructional video, we're going to have to jump around a little bit, so excuse that. But the first jump we're going to make is that we're going to move over here to where you'll show up. It'll be a login for Blackboard. I'm using a simulated student account here. You'll be putting your username up in here. This will say whatever, it's the first part of your email address for your George Washington University account. And you'll also use the same password that you use for that account. Then we're going to click on Login, and that's going to take us right into Blackboard. And it's going to show you what classes you have available. Now, we've got, I'm using kind of a made-up class here that's based on a course that we're actually teaching this semester. But, and I want to note that there are going to be some slight changes from one course to another because instructors all have different approaches. But there's going to be a uniformity in the general sense that things are going to basically look the same from one course to another. And that's why we give you the orientation week, because we want to have you have enough time to get into the course, look around, click on all the links, find out what's there, find out what little differences there might be between one instructor and another as to how they have things organized, and then become familiar with the course, and of course do the orientation exercises that we'll be talking about in just a moment. So let's click on this, and this is going to take us into a simulated course. The menu over on the left, all of these are active links. If you scroll down and you click on these, they'll take you to different places. We have these organized in what should be generally the most often used items, so that the things that you're going to want to see first are toward the top, and then things that you'll become more familiar with and use on a day-to-day basis go further down. So I point out that there'll be announcements. These are going to be things such as the grades are available, welcome to the course, whatever. But there'll be current announcements. There'll be things that'll be telling you what's going on right at the moment. The next thing is the syllabus. We all know what a syllabus is. But the syllabus can be either in one document or it can be set up in different types, different parts of the document. Again, this is up to the instructor, but I think more often than not you're going to see them follow this kind of core format, where it gives you the description of the course, course goals, prerequisites for the course, textbook materials, methods of instruction, grading, the instructor's policies, etc., policies on late work, suggestions on how to behave, conduct yourself when you're online, all important academic integrity, and then there may be a schedule, there should be a schedule somewhere within the syllabus. So those will be common items to see. Content. Here we get into lectures, discussion board, and resources. Lectures will be the weekly lectures and content. Again, there may be just one link to one item for a lecture, or there may be several things within an instructor's lecture. It depends on the instructor's preferences on how they want to organize their course. But this would be a generally pretty typical thing. Make sure that you scroll down through all of the options so that you can see what's available within the course. Uh, Make sure you don't miss any item within a lecture. Discussion board. This is the way that we are going to discuss things from week to week. This is how we communicate. And I'm not going to go into a discussion board because actually I've taken a live discussion board from a previous semester, and it would contain different students' names and information that I'd rather not present right here. But you'll see that there's going to be a discussion topic, and then if you click on this and the topic, here's the information about that topic. And if you click on this, it will take you into the discussion board, and there will be threads that are within the discussion, and then there'll be replies to threads. Those are the three levels that you're going to get within our discussion board. Resources. This will give any kind of resources the instructor has to offer that will give you additional information to help you with your course, completing the course. The rest of the things are pretty much self-explanatory. There'll be assignments that might be information about when the assignments are due. There'll be a link for you to go in to see what your grades are. There may or may not be a link for testing. There will be a link for program contacts that will tell you who to get in touch with for what. It'll give you the administration links, the program coordinators link, Diane Koffenberger, whom most of you know because you've gone through registration, technology support, myself, give you the information to reach all of us. This is an old faculty link that gives people who may not be teaching this semester, may not be correct for this semester, but it will give you a list of who the instructors are, what the course numbers are that they teach. If there's a section leader, it will show the section leader. And it will give you, most important, the links for the course email addresses. Please make sure that you use the course email address for each course when you're trying to contact your instructors or your section leaders. Support services, you can explore that during orientation. Help, groups, some classes divide students into groups, some do not. Group tools, Blackboard tools, all of these things are things that you can explore when you get into Blackboard during the orientation period. That's pretty much it. Thank you very much. I appreciate your attention. Have a good semester and have a good quick start getting into the Blackboard courses with your Quick Start program.